Hello and welcome to the Catfish Farm Enterprise. If you are new to the channel, do well to hit on the subscribe button, like and share our videos. Now, this is a must-watch video for every catfish farmer, every catfish enthusiast. You want to go into the catfish farm business, this is a must-watch video for you. Now, in this video today, we are looking at uncovering the profitable niche in the catfish farm, or the different value chain in catfish farming. As we all know, we have the different value chain in catfish farming, and the different value chain comes with their own responsibilities, their own way they do it, and also the profits they make from the different value chain in the business. Now, for a farmer, doing all the value chain might be hard, it might be tiring too for smaller farmers. But if you want to go into the business, you could pick up any of the different value chain and work with it. So come with me, I'm going to be explaining the different value chain and how they make profit from the different value chain. We have the hatchery session in the catfish farming, we have the processing session, we have the grower session, we have those into the feed production, we also have those that do the pond construction too. So these are different areas in fish farming. You could choose a niche and work with it. So the first one we are looking at is the catfish hatchery. Now, when it comes to the hatchery section of the fish, it's called the production cycle. Now, in this production of the fries, the fingerlings, the juvenile, now those that are into it, they get the broodstock, they do the hatchery process, and it lasts for 6 to 8 weeks before you get the fingerling and you get to the juvenile stages. So the process includes setting up your hatchery unit. Now you can be set up using a trampoline pond, you can be set up with a concrete pond, and mostly the hatchery is done indoors. Now, some of the things you should note when going into the hatchery is your water. The water condition must be perfect. You test the pH and other water parameters to make sure that it's okay before you go into this session. Now, you need good broodstock selection that you are using for the production of the fries, and also it requires a whole lot of expertise. So you must be experienced before you go into the production of fries, fingerlings, and the juveniles. So experience is highly important. So for a new farmer, you can go and meet those doing it and you learn from them. I'll be showing you some of the processes that involve the hatchery, the stages. So I'll show you the video from the injecting of the broodstock to the stripping of the egg to the fertilization stages, and also how you pour it in the cacabine that is set for the hatchery. Now, for those doing the hatchery, once maybe you're done with the hatchery process and the fries are up, you can now sell to the grower farmers. You sell to them. Now you can sell either the fries, you can sell the fingerlings, you can sell the juveniles at different stages. And this niche is very profitable for those that understand it. Once you have the right equipment, you have the right broodstock, you have the good water, and you have experience, making money from this niche is awesome. A lot of persons have made a whole lot of money from doing the hatchery business. So you can look out for the hatchery business. We have videos on the channel that shows you the step-by-step guide on how you could hatch your fishes. So you look at the screen, you'll see a link to that video. Then you could watch the video and learn about the hatchery, and you can go into it. In that video, we show you all the different stuff you are going to be needing to start up your hatchery. So you could go into the hatchery and start making money from it. Now, the second session we have, or the second niche or the value chain that is highly profitable, is the grow out niche. Now, as you can see over here, this is a grow out pond that we have in the farm where we are doing this video. Now we have more than 13 ponds here, and each of the ponds are stocked with fishes. Now we either get the fingerlings or we get the juveniles from those that does the hatchery. Okay, so for the grower session, it takes you 4 to 5 months to get them to table size, and you now sell to the market women. You can also sell to the restaurants, you can sell to bars. Now in the grower session, there are 2 ways. You can also get it to the melange. At 3 months, you have the melange, which is around to 250 grams to 500 grams, and you sell them to those that do the processing, or you can take it to the table side or above the table side, and you will sell them to the market women, and also you sell to restaurants, you sell to the bar. So this aspect requires a whole lot of capital for the setup. Means you need to get a whole lot of ponds. If you are using trampoline pond as we are using over here, you could also make use of the earthen pond. You can make use of the concrete pond. So you need bigger ponds. And when I talk about bigger ponds, means bigger investment to do it. You need a whole lot of fishes that you stock. For stocking 10,000 fishes, you need up to 7 million in naira to feed them. So that requires a whole lot of capital, but there's profit at the end of the production cycle. Now, for someone that wants to start the grow out session, you need ponds. Like I said, you need a space. You need a drainage to discharge the water from the pond. You need the capital for the feed, which is very important because they eat for the 4 months, 5 months period you are keeping them. They will be eating at that point. At the end of the day, you do your harvesting. So during the time of doing the grow out, you sort, you manage the fishes, and when they are set for harvest, you do the harvesting. And most farmers, especially in Nigeria, are doing the grow out. Yes, it requires experience in farm management, but not as technical as when it comes to doing the hatchery. So you can start up with the grow out, you can start small, and gradually you can now increase the business. So it's a profitable venture in the catfish farm business. Then we also have the processing. The processing has to do with getting the fishes, drying them, and packaging them for sales. It has its own techniques. Now, I'll show you the videos on the different ways to do the processing, from brining, from cutting the fishes, or folding them if you want to do that. You wash them neatly, and you take them to the oven. When they are dried, you package them, and you can now sell. So you can roast or you can smoke the different sizes, either the melange, the table size, or the above table size, based on your customers' choices or the demand you have from the market. So the processing is also a profitable niche in the catfish farm business. So we also have a video on the channel that we're going to be linking on the screen for you to go and watch to see how the process is being done in the catfish farm business. So we also have those that are into the feed production. Yes, like we have mentioned, the hatchery session, the fishes will eat. In the grow out session, they will also eat. So they need feed. So we need persons doing the feed production for them to be able to eat. So the feed production also requires a whole lot of capital for you to start, because there's a whole lot of machines that will be needed, from the extruder to the dryer to the piletter, and also to the mixer. So all these are machines needed to go into the feed production. Now you need the knowledge of nutrition to understand the feed production, to know the right ingredients to use at the different times. Now when they are producing the 2 mm, the composition are different from producing the 4 mm, the 6 mm, and also the 9 mm, because at the different stages, the fishes need different nutrition per time. So you can also venture into the feed production, getting your machines, and start producing either commercially by getting the license needed, or from depending on the country you are based in, and you can now start selling to different farmers. Now we have some farmers that are doing virtually all the value chain. They do the hatchery production, they do the grow out, they process, and they also produce feed for their farm. Now, doing all this value chain helps you save costs. You're not going to buy the fingerlings from a different farmer. You're doing the grow out. You're producing the feed yourself, and you're also processing. If you have a whole lot of capital, you could venture into all this. But for a new beginner, you could start with one that you feel that you find interesting. As time goes on, you could start incorporating the other value chain into your business, and you start making a whole lot of profit. So thank you for watching the videos, and hope for you to start any of the value chains we've mentioned in the channel today. So have a wonderful time. Thank you.